Hello
Hello everyone,
everyone, my name is Muhammad Zaki.
my name is Muhammad Zuza Romero.
Now we gonna explain about our final project, daily workout management application using Google language programming. And let's start. This is the introduction of our application. This project focus on developing a daily workout management and tracking application. The application is designed to help users to note their workout activities and receive personalized exercise recommendation based on their past routines. The main data handled by the system include work types, durations, calories burned, and workout schedule. The main objective of this project are to build a system that allows users to add, edit, delete their daily workout history and get workout suggestion based on their previous patterns. Search for specific exercise using sequential or binary search methods, search workout, and show reports that contain at least 10 recorded workouts and the total calories burned over specific periods.
This is the description. Key features of the application include workout history management. User can add new workout, edit existing ones, or delete past records. Its entry stores important details such as workout type, duration, and calories burned. The second is personalized workout recommendation. Based on the user past training patterns, the system can suggest workouts that match their goals and habits, helping them stay consistent and improve performance. The third one is search functionality. Users can quickly find specific workouts by type using both sequential search and binary search methods. This helps in navigating large sets of workout data efficiently. Fourth is sorting option. To help users analyze their training habits, the app allows sorting of workout history by duration or total calories burned. This is done using classic algorithms, selection sort and insertion sort. Last one is progress report. The system generates simple reports showing the last 10 workouts performed and the total number of calories burned in a selected time period. These reports give users a quick overview of their fitness progress.
This is the first code explanation. In Google language, we usually use package main to declare that this file is part of the main package, which is needed for a standalone executable in Go. And then import FMT, imports the FMT package for formatted in or out. For instance, it's like a printing to the console. Define a constant named nmax with a value of uh, 10,000, oh sorry, 1,000, and defines a struct type named gym to store like the three fields, nama latihan, a string representing the name of the exercise, durasi, an integer representing the duration of the exercise likely in minutes, and calorie, an integer representing calories burned. And then we define a new type, a stat gym, as an array of the gym struct with a maximum size of nmax, the 1000. This is useful for storing multiple gym activities in a fixed size array.
The second is function input jadwal. This Go function input jadwal inputs gym or exercise data from the user and stores it in a slice of type. We have a type here, we have type gym. Here is a source explanation. First, it asks the user to input exercise name, which is from the nama latihan, and second is duration in minute. We have duration, and the third is calories burned and in calorie. And the data is stored in a in a array like this. We use pointer because we need to include the data here. So after storing the data, it increments to the point to point to the next available slot for the next input. And we have to plus n because the array is always plus 1.
Yes, it for the increments n to the point to the next available slot, like after the first row, and it continue to the second row, right? And then to show the jadwal, to show the schedule, first the program needs the tabgem, the array to store the data in array, right? First, display schedule. This is the looks of the table, and then the display, and then we will print a formatted table showing exercise data here. It will show the user, like print the table from index 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and continue. Loop stroke the entries, because we need the loop for show all the index from 0 to iterate over each gem entry to display name, duration, and calories, and then the formatted output. We use FFT-printf to align data for clear, readable output.
So we have a function of edit jadwal and include a with tabgem here with the pointer, and we have n for integer here. And then below the function line we have variable number, which is integer type. And this is the presentation. User input prompts the user to choose which exercise to edit. Here, the edit. And then the second is indexing. Converts input number to array, index number -1 here.
This is for we know that in array, index start from 0. Then we have to show to the user that index is start from 1, right? That's why we convert input number to array index with -1 to show that the index is start from 0, but in the display it will show as number 1.
So we have if situation, and which is this index larger than equals 0 and index less than n. We use this for validation checks if the index is valid for before proceeding, and edit fields updates the selected entry with the new data. New data will be included to array here, and then will be sent to sort the data. And then error handling. We have a last in the else situation. We have two, what is this condition?
Yes.
We have two condition in if.
So if the user want to back to the menu or like change their mind, oh, I don't want to change the schedule. They can choose number 0 to back to menu.
And then if the user input the another number, it will be printed invalid number.
Yeah. For instance, we they only input 5 data, like 5 array. Then they choose number 6, but they only have 5, right?
In table.
The system will show invalid number because there is no number 6. Next is hapus jadwal. It means to delete the schedule. The input we ask user to enter the number to exercise 0. 0 is for return to menu, and 1 to n, which is to choose which one is the user want to delete. The index calculation, same as before, we have to show in the terminal that the index start from 1, but we know that in Go array is start from 0. That's why we use this index equal to no more minus 1 to display that the index is start from 1.
That because it's the system read from 0 to
n. Yes. Validation check is to ensure the selected index is within bound 0 to n, right? And if the index is below 0 or above n, it will invalid. This the deletion logic, we use to shift all the elements after the deleted index 1 position to the left. Like we move the index to the left so they will disappear.
Yeah.
Because if the index is moved from index 0, right, from 0 to minus 1, there is no minus 1, right? The index is only start from 0. It will vanish, will disappear. And then we update the count to reduce the total number of exercise. We will we will reduce with minus 1. So if we have total of 6, we minus 1 with, and then it become 5. Sorry for bad English. And the next is recommendation
workout.
This is the recommendation workout function. The procedure. We don't have function, right? We only use procedure here.
First one.
The first is
We have if condition, which is n is equals to 0. The system will be print. There's here the strings here.
There are no exercise because
Yeah.
the user haven't input the data, their zero data, so the system will return there are no exercise yet, cannot give a recommendation. And the tracking mechanism, we use a Boolean array sudah dicek to avoid recounting the same exercise. Here we have continue. Continue is like if we have several data and then the system will only check once. Like for instance, you have 3 push up and 2 back up. The system will read only once, and then the push up is 3. Then the user the system, if the system read again in the second rows, there are push up again, it will skip until the system read the backup, right? And then the system read the backup and spotted that only 2 backup. The system will note the backup is 2, and then if we add another backup, the system will automatically rate it as 3. And if there are any backup again, it will continue again. Like the continue is to avoid to avoid recounting. To avoid recounting. And the frequency count loops through all workout and counts how many times each unique workout name appears. The recommendation we set is the exercise that the user least do, because in gym methods we have to do all the exercise correctly, not like only one exercise again and again and again, right?
Yeah.
Then if the system spotted that only for instance only one running in a week, but there is 3 chest day or 5 back day, the system will recommend to run again, because the run is only work once.
Yeah.
The finding the least frequency with update min count and nama jarang if a less frequent workout is found.
So there is a function of cari jenis olahraga. And this function, basically we have to, the user, if the user need to find their exercise in this menu. The first one is parameters. We have a type gym with pointer to declare the array workout. And the second is n for integer, total number of workouts currently stored. And the second function is keyword by string. And then the initialization is ditemukan, declared to false, is used to check whether a match is found during the loop. And there's table display. Use FMT printf with format columns to print a clear table header and raw data. Include the no, workouts, duration, calories, and index for the last table. And we have a search logic. What is?
It's to iterate from start from 0 to n. It's like in pseudocode in e to n, but the e is 0.
Oh yeah,
It's the loop. We call it the loop.
And if the array nama latihan is equals to keyword, prints, and then will be prints to work out details and says ditemukan equals true.
It means if the array of nama latihan is same as the keyword, for instance, the array of nama latihan there is push up and we enter the keyword is push up, then we found the exercise, right? So ditemukan will become true. If no match after the loop, if ditemukan is still false, it print a message indicating that the workout was never found. And next is the selection sort. There are durasi ascending and durasi descending. Those are the functions to sort from smallest to large or vice versa. Based on duration using the selection sort method. How it works, we have this min index equals I. So the main index, the variable will become I. Is assume the current index I is the smallest, right? The inner loop for this is the inner loop. It looks through the unsorted portion to find the minimum of duration. If smaller durasi is found, the array of the inner loop durasi less than the array of min index durasi will update the min index. This is for ascending. And if a bigger durasi is found, then we'll update the min index to descending. Like from if ascending is from small to big and descending is big to small. And after the inner loop, if min index has changed, then we swap the elements at I and minimum index. Like if you want to ascending, this is 0, 1, 3, 2. We have this 2 and 3. Oh, the 2 is more small than the 3. Then the 2 will be swapped with the 3.
So with a simple explanation is just to change here the different is ascending for and descending is here, right?
Yes, only in here, bigger
here,
or less. Yes,
and here, yeah.
Of course.
We just have a different here.
And the next is the insertion sort by calorie. This function to sort from smallest to largest or vice versa based on calorie. How it works, the outer loop for this is the outer loop. It goes through each element starting from index 1 and it set the current element in the temp here. We set the array of index in here, the temp. The sets j is the index -1 is to compare the current element in the predecessor. Inner loop for j uh, bigger than or bigger or equal to 0, and the array of j calorie is bigger than 10 calorie. While the previous element has a greater calorie, shift it one position to the right. It means like this: if we have 1, 3, 2, we want to the greater to the right, right? We want to ascending it. So the 3 will beat the 2, and the 2 will be moved to the left, and the 3 will be moved to the right. And
we swap it.
yes, it's like not swap. Swap is for selection, but insertion is like games. If the bigger one can beat the smaller one, then the bigger one will move forward, right? And the inner loop for J, and here we have less than 10 calorie. It means the smallest calorie will shift one position to the right. For instance, 1, 3, 2, the 1 is the smaller, then the smaller will be moved to the right. Oh, 1 is smaller than 3. 1 cannot beat 3. 1 will move to the right, and oh, 1 still cannot beat 2. 1 will move to the right again. So 3 will become in the left, and 2 in the middle. And this is the
display of laporan workout terakhir function. This function is to display the last 10 exercise history with total duration and calories. And the first lines here, the system will be display the title of the last activities report, and we're gonna start to declare start to 0, and we have if condition n greater than 10. If n greater than 10, we gonna change the start what is equals to n minus 10.
It's the amount of the data. Like if we have 20 data, but we only want to show the last 10, right?
Yeah.
We will minus with 10 and only show the 10, the first 10. So the last 10 will not appear in the display.
So in this line, the system will be declared to total calorie to 0 and total duration to 0 also. And then we have for loop here. The index declared to start, and index will be start until less than to n, and the index will be plus 1, 1, 1 plus 1 plus 1.
So the print will show all the data, the last 10 data, and will calculate and add all the duration and calories so that it will get the total duration and total calories from the exercise results. And will be the display. Then, okay, next is, okay, we enter the function main. After this, we will open the terminal to show how to use this program.
Yeah.
But first, as you can see here, we have the display, the main display of this program. When the user runs the program on the terminal, the program will display the 9 option for the user.
Yeah.
This is the 9 option.
We need to include the variable here in main, which is the data, and with the type gym, and second variable is n, which is the integer, and the same as the third one is pilihan. Pilihan is also
We need to
integer.
declare the variable first, right?
Yeah, in main.
So the program can work. Next is we have the switch to pilihan. There are 9, right? Before we have 9. The first is to the user, if they input 1, it will select the input jadwal, so they can add the schedule, and the number 2 is to display the schedule, number 3 to edit the schedule, number 4 to delete the schedule, and number 5 to search the schedule by the name, and the 6 is to get exercise recommendation from the system that has been created.
So all the case is to forward to user to get
To call the
function,
function, the
yeah.
procedure. Next is the
Yes,
for the
second.
sorting, we provide the for sorting with the two is duration with ascending and descending, and the another two is calories ascending and descending. So there that then there will be another switch case to choose the number for the method. If user choose one, then we will call the uh, selection sort duration by ascending. If two is by descending, and if three, insertion sort by calorie ascending, and four insertion sort with calorie with descending. If if the user input the number uh, not 1, 2, 3, or 4, maybe 5, it will be an invalid choice.
Yeah, wait. This feature is make usually useful to user because it's make an easily used to user, right?
Yes. Then the last two is the case 8 and the case 9. The case 8, if user input number 8, it will show the last 10 workout activities, and the last is for exiting the program. If the user choose number 9, the program will exit, and if the user uh, enter number above 9, maybe 10, or below 1, maybe 0, it will become invalid choice because we only provide 9 options. Next, we will explain how to use this program in the terminal. Okay, now we already entered the terminal. So how to run the program is we need to type go run main go, and then it will show the first display here. And how to add the data, the add schedule, we just enter one, and the exercise name, for instance, is backup with 10 minutes and 5 calories, and then we type 2, it will show the backup schedule
In the table.
in the table. Here we already have another 15, another 15, we already have another 15.
That is data.
Yeah, dummies data. We just gonna have to
We're gonna type from
copy
no,
all,
we
copy all.
already have
Yes,
data.
and then we just need to uh, paste it in the terminal. Ctrl+V. All right, enter, and boom, we already have 16. And then if the user want to edit the schedule, we just type 3 here. For instance, they want to edit the backup in the first, they can choose 1 and enter again, for instance, leg with 70 and 90 calories, and then we show again, it will become leg. And then if the user doesn't want to edit, they can just change the number to 0 and boom, back to menu and delete. If the user want to delete the data, for instance, they want to delete the leg in the above, they can use 1 and the leg will be disappear.
Yeah.
And we only have 15. And the user, if don't want to delete, they just can enter 0. And next is find exercise. If the exercise want to find, for instance, is
Um,
push up, right?
Push up, yeah.
Push up, we just type push up here, and the push up will be appears there is 3 push up in the index 0, 1, 2, and 14 here, right?
Yeah.
And maybe we can find another. Maybe we want to chest. Okay, chest, and the chest will be appear in the index 9 and 10. Next is we want to short the exercise. We will show it first again. And for instance, you want to short this ascending by the duration. So the duration here, the smallest is 5, right? So the 5 will be in
Up,
the up
up
in the
table.
both
Yeah.
here, the all 5. And if descending, it will in the down.
Down, yeah.
Yes, downside.
And then the 60 is the upper.
Yes, the 60 will be in the up. And next is the short calories. The very small calories is 10. If ascending, it will move to above
Yeah.
like this. Oh, sorry. Here, and the 400 is in the below. And if the user want to do it by calories descending, the 400 will be go to up like this. And next is showing the workout reports here. We have the last 10 activities, and with the total calorie burn is 560, and the total duration is 125 minutes, or 2 hours with 5 minutes. And then after that, the user can choose 9 to exit the program.
Okay. Thank you for using this.
Yes, that's all from our presentation. Thank you for
Thank
listening.
you.
Have a great day.